Hello, we are here for one more lesson of this bootcamp training course. The topic for today will be the painting simulation. This is one very specific area. It is very interesting and very useful in some particular jobs, and this is a very nice example of these jobs. So what we have here, it is a painting robot, and we have a car that we prepare before placing this curve, this spline that will simulate the path that the robot will follow. This is the only preparation we done. Now going on the program, in this particular case we are doing a 5D contouring, which you know already. It's a 5-axis toolpath type. So we open this. We have all the usual parameters to define. And I would say first that it is important to define a tool. In this particular case, it is a tool with its shape, because it is the shape that the paint will have when leaves the painting opening on the robot. So probably we need to make a couple of tests to know more or less the diameter for this paint and the length and so on. So everything else, it is the same as we saw already for other types of toolpaths. Then job assignment, we need to load the curve, which is already done. And we need also to define under the parameters something which is simulation type. We need to define painting. There are other things, but we want, in this particular case, painting. Important also, painting type, the type to choose the simple or thickness measurement, which I think it is a very good tool, because allow us to see where the paint reaches. And then a flow rate. After all of this done, simply run. The program is calculated, and then we go to simulation. We will reset the simulation, and we have these graphics in colors where we define the minimum thickness and a couple more parameters here. We can define the quality too high. This is, in my perspective, it is a simulation that it is good to have as accurate as possible. And then simply hit this button and say do it. And as you can see, this result, okay, we have this kind of simulation. Very nice, because it will give us information of these areas where we have a little overlap of paint, okay, following the graphics. And we can see that the minimum we want is this blue. So I would say that this is quite homogeneous, with the exceptions probably of this area, these areas here. So it is a study, or this area on the top, as you can see, we are missing some paint in this area here. So this is the kind of analysis we can do, and then make the necessary changes to fix any thing less well. Curious, this area below, as you can see, this has a more or less negative shape, and it's a little wide, so it's missing paint in this area here. This is the kind of analysis that I think it is interesting. So another tool for your set of tools. I hope this example, it is nice, and if this is an area that interests you, I hope that this help you to enter this field of the paint. Any questions, any support that you may need, so let us know through the usual channels.